See, I knew, Senator Cassidy, that if we waited long enough, there would be an issue we would agree on. And obesity certainly is an epidemic. It's impacting diabetes and a host of other issues, and something this committee must and will deal with. There's an issue that we didn't touch upon today. I have raised my deep concerns that there are many millions of Americans who cannot afford the outrageous cost of prescription drugs in this country, and that is something that the NIH must deal with. But there's another issue that we didn't talk about, and that is that we look at the global situation. We look at developing countries and millions of people throughout the world who are struggling to feed their families. What we find is that many of the prescription drugs consumed are consumed in the developed world, that poor people around the world cannot afford the medicines they need. Medicines, by the way, which may cost a few cents to produce. They don't get it, and they die or they suffer. Sorry. All right. Okay. Thanks. Last May, President Biden announced that the U.S. government would share some NIH-funded COVID patents with the World Health Organization to expand access in low and middle-income countries. If confirmed, will you build on this commitment and make sure that medicines developed with NIH dollars are accessible and affordable in low and middle-income countries? Will you ensure NIH-funded technology is shared with manufacturers in developing countries so that they can produce the medicines their people need at a price they can afford?
Senator, I can confirm that I share your concern. I share your passion for bringing life-giving care to not just the United States, but the world, and I will work with you on this issue.
All right. I would hope that you would appreciate that in some cases, these drugs cost a few pennies to manufacture, and yet they're not getting it to people for whom it might be life or death. That is something that you will pay attention to?
I will confirm that I will be very delighted to work with you on this issue. It is critically important.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Bertagnolli, for being with us today. That concludes our hearing. As a reminder, the committee will have a markup next Wednesday, the 25th, on this nominee and a few others. For any senators who wish to ask additional questions, questions for the record will be due tomorrow, Thursday, the 19th at 5 p.m. Committee stands adjourned.
The Federal Reserve is going to take further action. Officials have said that inflation is still too high and new steps will be taken to address the rising cost of living. And lawmakers have announced that direct payments worth $1,000 are set to be sent out to eligible households very soon. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video for the latest breaking news. Also, tomorrow and every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dearest friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell acknowledged recent signs of cooling inflation, but said today that the central bank would be resolute in its commitment to its 2% mandate. In a speech delivered to the Economic Club of New York, Powell avoided committing to a specific policy path, but gave no indication that he was leaning towards a push higher for interest rates. As Powell spoke, future market traders erase any possibility of a rate hike in November and decrease the chances of a move even in December. He did acknowledge that progress has been made towards bringing inflation back down to a manageable level, but stressed attention in pursuing the central bank's goals. Jerome Powell said, "Inflation is still too high, and a few months of good data are only the beginning of what it will take to build confidence that inflation is moving down sustainably towards our goal." The speech comes with questions over where the Fed heads from here after a series of interest rate hikes aimed at cooling inflation. In recent days, data has shown that while inflation remains well above the target rate, the pace of monthly increases has decelerated, and the annual rate has slowed to 3.7% from more than 9% in June 2022. After a short delay, Powell noted the labor market and economic growth may need to slow to ultimately achieve the Fed's 2% goal. Fed officials have been using interest rate hikes in part to try to level out a supply-demand imbalance in the jobs market. The Fed has raised rates 11 times since March 2022, for a total of 5.25 percentage points. Coming from the near zero level for the Fed funds rate, that has taken the benchmark rate to its highest level in some 22 years. In recent days, other Fed officials have said they think the Fed can be patient from here. Even some members who favor tighter monetary policy have said they think the Fed can halt rates. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on the current state of our economy? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. While the Biden administration's monthly child tax credit to help families with the cost of raising children has ended, multiple states are issuing their own versions of the child tax credit. Oregon is offering families a one-time tax credit worth up to $1,000 in 2024 for every dependent younger than 6 years old. The credit is fully refundable, meaning eligible taxpayers can receive the credit back as a tax refund. In 2021, the Biden administration announced an extension to the monthly child tax credit payments, increasing the maximum child credit from $2,000 per child to $3,600 per child younger than 6, or up to $3,000 per child ages 6 through 17. However, the expanded federal child tax credit expired in 2022. Oregon is one of at least 8 other states now implementing or revamping previous state child tax credits. Only Oregon households with children who are 5 years old or younger are eligible for the credit. In Oregon, households with children who are 5 years old or younger are eligible for the credit, meaning families with children 6 years old and up cannot partake. The credit will prioritize single parents or families with an adjusted gross income of $25,000 a year, and smaller credits are offered for families with incomes up to $30,000. Families who earn over $30,000 a year are ineligible. The bill was passed by Democratic-led legislature in June. It's known as the Oregon Kids Credit and will cost the state $37.5 million a year. This new credit expires in 2029, while a number of other states have implemented permanent measures. Democratic State Senator Winsby Campos, co-chief sponsor of the bill, has said, by providing support during a child's critical developmental years, the Oregon Kids Credit aims to address economic disparities and ensure that every child in Oregon has a strong foundation for life. So, dear friends, should every state provide child tax credits? Please let me know in the comments section below. Well, my greatest and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dearest friends, thank you very much for being part of this community. To say thank you, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.